During Christmas dinner, Grandma asked, "Why does your twin never visit anymore?" I froze with my fork halfway to my mouth, the turkey suddenly feeling like cardboard in my throat. "What twin, Grandma?" My voice came out shakier than I intended. The entire dining room went silent. My mother's wine glass stopped halfway to her lips. My father's knife clattered against his plate. My younger brother Danny stopped mid-chew, staring at me with wide eyes. Grandma looked around the table confused, her fork still hovering over her mashed potatoes. "Your twin sister, sweetie. The one who used to come to all the holidays until about 5 years ago. Beautiful girl, looked just like you but with longer hair." She turned to my mother with genuine concern. "Is she sick? Is that why we don't talk about her anymore?" My mother's face had gone completely white and she was gripping the edge of the table so hard her knuckles were turning purple. "Mom, please, not now." Her voice was barely a whisper, but there was something in it that sounded like fear mixed with warning. "What do you mean not now?" I set down my fork, my hands starting to shake. "Grandma just said I have a twin sister. Why is this the first I'm hearing about this?" My father stood up abruptly, his chair scraping loudly against the hardwood floor. "Sarah, this isn't the time or place for this conversation." But Grandma wasn't backing down, and I could see the confusion turning to concern on her elderly face. "What are you all talking about?" Of course Lily knows about Rebecca. They were inseparable growing up. They dressed the same, finished each other's sentences, did everything together until Rebecca stopped coming around. She looked directly at me now, studying my face carefully. "Honey, are you feeling all right? You look like you've seen a ghost." The room temperature seemed to drop 20 degrees as everyone stared at each other in uncomfortable silence. Danny pushed his plate away. His teenage appetite apparently vanished. "Mom, Dad, what the hell is Grandma talking about? Lily doesn't have a twin. She's an only child except for me." But even as he said it, I could see doubt creeping into his expression. My mother stood up and walked to the china cabinet, her movements stiff and mechanical like someone in shock. She opened the bottom drawer and pulled out a photo album I'd never seen before, its cover dusty and worn like it had been hidden away for years. "I didn't want you to find out this way," she said quietly, setting the album on the table in front of me. "We thought it would be easier if you just forgot. The doctor said it was possible, that trauma could erase memories if they were painful enough." My hands trembled as I opened the album, and what I saw inside made my breath catch in my throat. Photos of two identical little girls, maybe 4 or 5 years old, wearing matching pink dresses and holding hands. Two girls blowing out birthday candles together, opening Christmas presents together, playing in a backyard I recognized as ours. In every single photo, one of the girls was me. I could tell by the small birthmark on my left wrist that I'd had since birth. The other girl looked exactly like me but had slightly longer hair and was wearing a small silver bracelet I didn't recognize. "Who is this?" My voice cracked as I pointed to the other girl in the photos. "That's Rebecca," my father said heavily, sitting back down like his legs could no longer support him. "Your identical twin sister. You two were born together, grew up together, did everything together until you were 16 years old." The room started spinning as I flipped through page after page of evidence that I'd had a sister, a twin sister, that I had absolutely no memory of whatsoever. Photos of us at Halloween dressed as matching witches, at the beach building sandcastles together, at school concerts standing side by side. In one photo, we were teenagers, maybe 14 or 15, with our arms around each other and identical smiles that showed we were genuinely close. Why don't I remember any of this? I was starting to hyperventilate, and Danny reached over to grip my hand, his face pale with shock. "Where is Rebecca now? What happened to her?" My parents exchanged a look that communicated volumes without words, the kind of look that comes from years of keeping a painful secret. "Rebecca died 5 years ago," my mother said finally, tears streaming down her face. "You were both 16, and there was an accident. You were in the car together when it happened, and you were driving." The words hit me like physical blows, each one making it harder to breathe. I killed my twin sister. Full story on my channel and linked below.